Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Diane and this is Wendigo Studio, the home of crafting. Okay, let's get to it. Today I'm going to be making my daughter a chess set. Hopefully it goes to plan. I'll be using this resin. I can't pronounce that, whatever it says, it's just lots of letters. It's a one-to-one, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these battery operated mixers. I find it better because my hands hurt a lot when mixing. I'm going to zoom through this. I'm going to come back to you after I've finished this. So as you can see, it's quite bubbly. These aren't great for mixing. It does create a lot of bubbles, but so does normal mixing. Anyway, she wanted them all the same colour, but I'm going to only fill them about up to around about here. Oops, sorry, that's the colour I mixed up. Just there, so I can put the white on one half and the black on the other half so that you get the different colours. So this is a colour I've mixed up with pigments, trying to get like a burgundy. Hopefully it'll come out right. So I'm going to add some of that to the mix. So I'll attach this again. I think I'll add a little bit more to make it a little bit more opaque. That seems like a nicer colour. So I'm just going to let this sit for a little while to let the bubbles rise a bit, and I'll be back when it's ready. These are the colours that I use to mix up the colour. So it's opaque red from Resin and opaque dark ultramarine. Going to use my long neck lighter now to burst some of the bubbles and see how we're doing with the bubbles now. Coming along nicely now. So let's try and fill these up. This is going to be a long, tedious job, but we'll see how we go. I thought it would probably be a good idea if I actually poured it into a smaller container and do a little bit at a time. I'm going to pour it slowly so that try and not get any air bubbles trapped. Okay, I'm going to whiz through these off camera and I'll come back as soon as I've filled them all up. Okay, so I'm back. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Obviously, because there's a lot of little crevices in them. I can't tip them obviously now because they're got resin in. I've decided to fill all of this side and only partially filled, well, mostly filled this side. Gonna top the side, rest of these up with either black or white, and just keep this one as a solid colour to pop the bubbles. Whatever you do, don't ever use a torch for doing this, because I know from personal experience that it does fuse, or it can fuse the resin to the mould, and you end up with chunks out of your moulds. I'll be back when these have cured. So it's the next day. As you can see, everything seems to have set up pretty well. They're still obviously a little bit soft because it's not even 24 hours and it's still a little bit cool here in the UK. So what I'm going to do for now is move this side away so that, and leave them to demould once they're completely hard. But I'm going to work on these and clear away any of these little bits that are on it. I'm going to clear all them so there's no red on the base bit. So I will get back to you once I've done that. I'll be using J Diction 4-hour demoulding resin this time. Some of these have come away at the top a little bit from the mould, and I don't want the thinner resin seeping down and causing problems. So this is quite a thick resin, so hopefully that will help with that. I used opaque pigment white from Resin 8 to colour it. Let's get rid of some of the surface bubbles. Try and clean that bit up before it sets. Okay, I'll get a little bit out of this one because it is a bit too full. And with that one, just dipping my stick in there just to go and get a bit out of the top of the mould so that it doesn't set with a bobble on the bottom. I can always sand them down afterwards anyway, but just try and make it a little bit easier. Okay, I'm happy with those. Let's get rid of some bubbles. So that's those. We'll set those aside now and hope they set up nicely. Okay, while I was off camera, I mixed up some black resin. Gonna do the black first on this. Again, I've used the J Diction 4-hour demould. Hopefully, or being thicker, it won't overspill too much, or won't overspill at all if I'm lucky. I'll spin it round. Okay, now we'll go around and get it to the corners. Okay, I think that's all of those done. I think I'm just going to give them a quick top up with a little extra on some of them. I think that should be fine now. Going to go over it quickly with the long neck lighter, get rid of any bubbles, and hopefully there's none trapped underneath. Okay, so now I'll come back when this is cured and we'll fill in the white. So it's the next day and I forgot to record this part. I did a round border, a white border, sorry, around the edge. Spoke to my daughter. I was assuming she wanted a classic black and white board, but no, she wants the red to be the same as her chess pieces. So I've mixed up another, I think it's 6 fluid ounces of the same colour. Okay, let's get to pouring. And looks like it's going to need a lot more than the 6 fluid ounces I've mixed up. But hopefully this will be enough so that I can just do the squares that need covering, and then maybe I can put another colour on the back, as I don't have enough left now to make any more of this colour. Change the camera angle as well. Let me know if it's any better for you. I'm trying to, as you know, this is my first video and I'm still learning, so It's good to know what you think. So first of all, I'm going to try popping some of these bubbles. This lighter doesn't seem to be doing very good. Maybe I should try using my torch and just stay away from the edges. Much quicker. Okay, let's try spreading this out now. This is the same resin that I used for the chess pieces as well. Just going to brush it up the edges. Okay, I'm going to use my electric heat gun now and just give it a bit of a blasting to see if we can get rid of some of the other bubbles, because I don't want to use the torch around the actual silicone. Okay, so I'm going to keep an eye on this for the next hour or so, just to make sure no bubbles pop up. It's the next day. I'm using Let's Resin epoxy this time, as the last one I was using for the rest has left a strange film on the top of the and a ripply kind of effect, so I don't like that. So let's hopefully fix it with this one. So I've mixed up 400 mils of that resin and put some black pigments on in there. So let's hopefully see if this will fill it all. So that's quite bubble free now. So I'll keep checking this every few minutes just to check if any more bubbles appear. Get back to you for demould. Time to have a demould, I think. Let's see how easy these things come out. Not very by the feel of it. Well, that came out quite well. Oh dear, his head popped off. There must have been a massive bubble in there. Oh dear. I may be able to glue that back on. But at the moment we have a headless pawn. But there we go. There's that one. And there he comes. Last one. Yay. And a perfect one. Okay, so that's all the chess pieces. They came out quite well, to be fair. So I found these that I've got stashed away that I bought a while ago. They're sticky back felt for putting on bottoms of things to stop them sliding around. They're exactly the same size as the bottom of the larger pieces. So that will stop them scratching up the top of the chessboard when playing. Like I say, I've got to find some to fit the bottoms of these, which were about 19mm. All finished. Not sure, yeah, you can see it on there. It's left this on here. I'm guessing this is from the alcohol I sprayed on trying to burst bubbles, but as it's on the bottom, you're not going to see anyway. So let's get to moulding. Oh, them corners are very sharp. See how it's done. That looks nice. For some reason it's bowed. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's kind of got like an arch kind of on it, so maybe I might have to heat it from the back and try and get it to sit down. There has been a little bit of the black leak through onto the white there. but overall it's pretty good. Not bad again for my first attempt. I can try again at some point, but I'm sure this will be fine for the time being. I did find some smaller pieces of the felt for the bottoms of these, so there we go, that's all those done then. I'm not going to put the other ones on because I don't know where they go, but all done, and I'm sure she'll be happy with it. Thank you for watching. Hope you come back soon. I wasn't happy with how it was bowing, so I used my craft heat gun and heated it from the back and the top, and basically just squished it with this to try and squish it down a bit to make it flat, and it's done quite a good job. So now I'm a bit more happy with it. So all I need to do now is nip off the edges, take off the corners a little bit because they're a bit sharp, and do the same with, use the burring tool. Take off the edges a little bit until they're nice and smooth. That's much better around there. I just need to use a bit of a file or something on the corner just to take them off. Find some more, use some of these other felt pads on the bottom, and job's done. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you'll come back for the next one. Bye.